Hey guys. So I just saw some news about Chris Watts, and I just wanted to come on here for a second and discuss it. Let me find my chat really quick. Oh, there's two people here. Okay, I see. I'm sorry. Okay, six people. Um, Judith and Sarah. Let me fix my chat to the live chat. Bless Smith, Susan. Okay, I see ya. Mary, how are you? True Crime Truth Finders. Patty. Um, Hold on a minute, ladies. Let me find this stuff about Chris Watts. We were just talking about this yesterday on 411 Now's channel about Chris having pictures in his cell of his wife and kids, and how people think that that is wrong. I find it very odd too. And someone actually said in Will's chat that maybe that's kind of like his trophy. And there is an online petition. It says calls for Chris Watts to remove the photos of murdered family from his cell. It says a petition circulating online is calling on the Wisconsin Department of Corrections to remove family photos from convicted murderer Chris Watts' cell walls. The Change.org petition states the prison was violating its own values of prioritizing victim advocacy by allowing Watts to have photos of his slain family. Well, it's not breaking news. I shouldn't have titled it that, but I guess it kind of is, because, you know, people are upset when they found out through that confession that he had photos. Maybe I'll retitle it there, Ash. Oh, Armchair Detective organized the petition, Sue. I haven't seen you in a while, Sue. Yeah, it don't seem to bother him, though, Leslie. It really don't. I love your name, Leslie Ann. That is so pretty. Um, I agree with you guys. I don't think that. I mean, it seems like it doesn't bother him to have the photos. What I think he should have to listen to every day is Bella singing that song on that video, "My Daddy Is My Hero," and just drive him completely nuts. Well, Ash, I guess I saw, I see everybody else doing that. I guess I should have titled it something else, to be honest. Probably when I get off here, I actually will. Oh my gosh, guys, my Chromebook's charged up on the charger, and I tried to walk away. I don't want to like clickbait anybody or anything like that. But this is kind of like news. I do think, I mean, because the pictures don't bother him, He's like, oh, I love my family. You cannot love your family and strangle or smother the life out of them. To me, and he even says it in the confession, to me, it's like he has no emotions like sympathy or empathy. I just don't know how anyone could hurt a child or hurt anyone. He wants the pictures in there, so I don't want him to have them. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ash. Hey, Crazy Nurse Granny. Yeah, Susan, I think he should have to listen to that song every day of his life, 24/7. And when Susan Smith drowned her kids in the car, I always said that she should have pictures plastered all over the walls and videos of them playing. I really, really hate Susan Smith. I can't imagine how scared those little kids were, and Bella and Celeste. You know, I just can't. It just brings panic over me to think about them early in the morning with him in that truck driving to that site. Yeah, he only cares that he got caught. Well, hello, Starlight. You're the one that you did that orca video, didn't you? The blackfish. Was that you? I love that video, by the way. Um, well, I think that people just, I guess some people think it's wrong where he murdered his family for him to have their pictures in the cell. I don't know. Yeah, Starlight, I was just talking about you. I think it was this morning about the orcas. That's the best video I've seen on YouTube in a while. Nothing too much bad that you missed. Just Chris Watts, they've started an online petition. People don't want him to have his family's photos in his cell. You know, they feel like it's not right where he murdered them. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about it, guys. I've not had time to process it and think about it in a way. You know, I'm like some of you all. He should have to look at them. But then on the other hand, it doesn't bother him a bit to look at them, you know, by his confession, the way he was talking. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. Oh, I watched all of it, Starlight. I watched all of your video. It was so good. It was so interesting, so well put together. Very proud of you, girl. Yeah, it is an awkward situation, Leslie. It really is. Yeah, I agree, Mary. He shouldn't even have a cot. Um, hey, that's right, Susan. We don't know what happens behind closed doors. Oh, really, Sarah? They have copies of the pictures. Yeah. Well, in a way, I feel like it's not right. And then, you know, on the other way, if it bothered him to look at the pictures, I would say, hell yes, plaster them all over the walls. It don't seem to bother this a-hole. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ash, he should be hanging by his toes. Oh, really, Starlight? Miami Sea Aquarium? Oh, I can't wait to see that. Like, I love stuff like that. I love it. That was like a documentary. It was so well put together. You guys need to go check out Hello Starlight's channel. She just done a video about orcas, blackfish, and it is so good. And we were talking about it this morning. Hey, Pugs. How are you doing, honey? Oh, no, my phone battery's getting low. I didn't feel like being on camera, so I was like, I'll just do it through Google. Sometimes you like being on there, and sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? You're just not in the mood. I kind of got to hurry. My hubby will be home, and my dogs will be catching a fit, but I just wanted to come on a minute and talk to all you all about it, see how you felt about it. I'll probably change the title to just Chris Watts Petition or something, because I don't want to mislead people. I'm still figuring out how to do titles and how to word them and things like that on here. Y'all just got to overlook me. Claire, that's the pictures he should have to look at. As bad as I hate to say that, I totally agree with you. It just doesn't seem like he likes having his kids' pictures and his wife's pictures in there. You know? Seems like to me he just hated them so much he wanted rid of them. Now that his butt's sitting in prison, it's, oh, I love my family and miss them. That's, you know, kind of how I feel about it. You know, starlight dolphins are my favorite. And then orcas are next. But I've always been a dolphin lover. And my son's a shark lover. Yeah, they should, Susan. He in that confession, I guess he gets some bad letters sometimes. Yeah, Ash, I just worry about things like that. I just like to be honest and upfront. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they'll take the pictures with the petition or not. Make him take the pictures down. Um, I don't. They're the victims. I wouldn't think he would could have pictures like that, but um, maybe it's because it's his family. I'm not sure. Darlie has pictures of her kids in her cell. Darlie Routier. I know she does. She still has pictures of them in her cell. Did y'all say Armchair Detective sent him a letter? I'd love to know what that said. I've not been getting to watch him. When you start your own channel and stuff, and you got stuff in your real life to do, it's hard to get to watch everybody. I always try to, always make time to watch Will. That's one of my favorite channels. I used to watch Armchair Detective all the time, but I haven't. I like him, though. I like to watch him. No, Starlight, I agree. Never swim with dolphins. That's mean the way they're captured and stuff. Ash says, I sent him a letter, but I'd go to jail for what I have to say. Ash, you're so funny. That's what I'm saying, Ash. It might be allowed since it's his family because I know Darlie's got pictures of her kids in her cell still to this day. Danny and them came on here and they go see her and things. And speaking of them, I need to check my messenger. Bam, going for him hard. Yeah. They everybody hates Chris Watts. He's the most hated man in America, probably the world right now, for good reason. Puck says he is legally their next of kin, as sad as it is. I love Hollister. Well, let me ask y'all a question while we're on here. How do y'all feel about Cindy Watts? Now, I do have an opinion about that. I don't like the way that Cindy Watts conducted herself and the things she said about Shanann in the interview. But I heard on Critical Case channel that the people that were interviewing Cindy, spliced it and edited it and stuff like that to make it seem worse than it was. And they were asking specific questions, I guess, about her and Shanann's relationship. But anyways, I don't think she is, I don't blame her for what Chris Watts did. I cannot imagine being the mother of Chris Watts or anybody that did something like that. I just feel like with the interviews and stuff, she could have conducted herself a little bit better. But Critical Case said, she was being honest. But sometimes, we don't need to be as blunt, I guess. She shouldn't have. Yeah, it was a bad idea. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the way she acted in those interviews and the way she's speaking about Shanann and Shanann being murdered along with her grandkids. But I don't agree with people giving her death threats and all that stuff. Yes, Judas, that's what I'm saying. She should have kept it to herself, but I feel bad for her. Can you imagine being Chris Watts' mother? But that's right, Ivy. She could have behaved better, but she is not the blame for the murders. I'm smoking a cigarette, guys. I'm in the kitchen and it's out with water. Okay. Yeah, she only knew what Chris had told Ronnie. Yes, Starlight. Dolphins are beautiful in the wild. I actually got to see some wild dolphins when I went deep sea fishing, and they were swimming beside the boat. It was awesome. Yeah, Remy, that's what I think. I think that's just her personality. Oh, drowned. Flea said that's so wrong. Murdering through serial. Yeah, they don't get to have their. It's like somebody said on Will's channel in the chat yesterday in his live stream. They said maybe those pictures are like his trophies. You would think that would bother a normal person, but he's not normal to do something like that. I got to keep reminding myself of that. I know it, Ash. That would be a bad position to be in. Oh, yeah, Starlight. That was years ago when I went to Nags Head, North Carolina, and we went deep sea fishing, and the dolphins were swimming beside the boat. I'd love to see them now. Now that I'm an adult. Well, true, Ash. That's why I like getting y'all's opinions. Ash said he's not a trophy kind of killer. He didn't kill for the reasons those kinds of killers kill. Well, true. What do you think he did, Ash? Do you think he just killed his family for Nicole Kessinger because he wanted to start a new life? Do you think he planned it or premeditated or snapped? I meant I got mixed up. Sorry. You're going north, Starlight. That's cool. I like to go. Yeah, Mary, I don't think his mom is to blame either. That's right. But we don't know anyone's childhood, their marriages, their struggles, what happens behind closed doors. You cannot judge a book by its cover, and it's not like I'm taking up for it. I'm just, stating how I feel. I just don't believe in all these people giving her death threats and things like that. I mean, she didn't tell Chris Watts to kill his family. He did that on his own. That's the way I look at that. And can you imagine how they've been harassed? And Shanann's family too. They have been harassed. Now, with Cindy Watts and Ronnie not going to the kid's funeral, I would say they felt pretty awkward considering their son had murdered his whole family, you don't know what you will do in a situation like that. I thought they had some kind of little memorial service on their own. I don't know if they reached out to Shanann's family or not before they had Shanann and the girl's family. I would have if it had been me, but I don't know the details about that. But everybody says, "Oh, am I froze, y'all?" No, there I am. Everybody says, "Oh, they didn't go to the funeral," but hell, like I said, they probably felt awkward. Yeah, that's right, Karen. True, they didn't go to their wedding either. I guess Shanann and her had a big blow up before the wedding. I guess she gave, I don't know, mixed up some food or something. I know, Remy. Yeah, Ash, I agree with you about North Korea. She totally is homewrecker. Yeah, she was researching Shanann a year before. She set out to destroy that marriage and to get with Chris. I think it was like a challenge to her. I think she got off on the fact that he fell so crazy in love with her because she was probably just more, how you say that, sexual than Shanann. Probably a little, I don't want to say it. Y'all know what I mean. Yes, Karen. She absolutely wanted to break up that home. I mean, and then she did when she was talking to the investigators, she was downplaying the relationship like he was he was crazy and madly in love with her and she wanted to take it slow. Like that's what I got from that interview. That's just me. But I was sitting there listening to it and I was like, you are a liar. You was just as into it as he was because she was researching, looking at wedding dresses online. Who does that for hours unless you're like in love or something, Amen, Cheryl. It's not bothering her a bit. I know she's got to go on with her life, but they said there was pictures of her skiing. If some man I was seeing went and slaughtered his family for me, I don't think I would be doing anything for the next couple years. That would drive me insane. I found the picture of that friend of hers, Jim, last night. I found his Facebook and stuff. He's kind of, and I found a picture with her and him in it. He's kind of a stocky guy with a beard and stuff. We were on Will's channel, and everybody was like, so there was a couple people in there in the chat wondering what he looked like. So I just looked it up real quick, and it was pretty easy to find, actually. No. And you know what really makes me mad is that picture that Chris Watts took of North Korea. I guess she was in her bikini or panties or something. I think that was Shanann's bathroom. That made me so mad. Yeah, she is nasty. Ash says, oh, Lord, don't get me started with that nonsense. Ash, I like you, girl. I would never go into a woman's house like that. I wouldn't go out no married man. I mean, who does that? Who researches someone a year before the affair starts happening? And, I mean, who does that? She knew. And I don't believe this crap that she didn't know Shanann was pregnant. I do not believe that. Oh, really, Pugs? So he lives in Milwaukee. Me either, Ash. I wouldn't step foot in there. Oh, was that at a hotel, Pugs, where that picture was taken? Yeah. She probably did think he had lots of money because, you know, the big house and, you know, I guess she could tell by Shanann's Facebook and her videos that she dressed well, had a lot of nice things. And, you know, I guess she realized that Shanann was working her butt off trying to sell Thrive and, you know, do videos. I'm sure there was lots of times Shanann didn't feel like doing those videos to put on Facebook, but she did them anyway. She worked and helped get all the things that they had. Yeah, Susan, I don't believe she didn't know Shanann was pregnant. Oh, okay, Pugs. Thank you. I learn something new all the time about this case. Drowned Flea says Cindy Watts is a black witch. Even has the old toad wart on the face to show. Drowned Flea, I can't help but laugh. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, yeah. I don't. I mean, the hair color is kind of similar. I don't think she looks that much like Shanann. I think Shanann was a lot prettier. I agree with you on that. Shanann was a lot prettier. Oh, yes. She could sell ice cubes to Eskimos. She was good at what she did. She was good at talking to people and interacting. And she had a good personality. So that helped her be a good sales lady. Absolutely, Susan. She was so much prettier. Yes, Karen, she was jealous of Shanann. She sure was. She wanted Shanann's life. She made me so mad when she was doing that interview. And she was talking about how she had told Chris, like later on down the road, how her and the little girls could do little things together. I can't remember exactly what she said, but I was like, oh my God, Shanann would have never allowed that. It would have took a long time, I think, if Chris hadn't killed her and the girls, if they had just gotten a divorce. I think it would have took a long time for Shanann to allow anyone around her kids another woman. I mean, that's how I would be, you know. The way I was when I split up with my son's dad. We both agreed not to have anyone around our son, you know, unless it was something serious. Oh, you have fibromyalgia, Judith? I think I have that. I'm going to have to go to the doctor and get tested. When I get stressed out and stuff, my skin gets like sore, like it's bruised. It feels like it's bruised. Like if I try to scratch myself, it hurts. Kim, Puck said that was taken somewhere else. I guess when her and Chris were out somewhere, like at a motel or something. I always heard that was Shanann's bathroom, but Puck says it's not. Yeah, she is a narcissist, Love Hollister. He said she didn't pay tax on it. I wonder if that's true. I know. I heard him say that, Leslie. I heard him say that she didn't pay tax on what she made or something. Judith, 10 years now? Oh, my goodness. I have chronic pain every day, Judith, because of my knee. I need knee surgery. And now I've developed tendonitis and stuff. And then I've had a couple episodes of where my skin feels like it's bruised. I can't even scratch myself. It hurts. One day I barely touched the door as I was walking by, and it hurt like crap. It really did. Didn't I go like to the sand dunes or something, Pugs, and like maybe like a car museum and maybe the drag races? That's what I thought, Leslie. They slept at the sand dunes. I paused my chat here on my phone. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it sucks, Karen. It does. But you know what? Some days are good and some days are bad. I'm just thankful. I always tell myself when I complain, I'm thankful that I can at least walk, you know? Hey, Herbie. Kim says to Pugs, I think they went camping. Yeah. Oh, really, Ivy? Yeah, I've noticed I've had about, I guess, 3 or 4 episodes of that in the last since January. Hi, Robbie. Well, Kim, I'd probably be a terrible salesperson too. I'd probably get to talking, try to sell them something, get off topic with some kind of story or something. Robbie, I hate that autocorrect too, honey. Every time I try to scroll, it pauses the video. Hey, Terry. Oh, what a beautiful little avatar. Roses. What, Ash? So the picture with Nicole Kessinger in the bathing suit. I'm wondering if that was taken, where that was taken. Oh, Robbie. He says, whoa, you're monetized. Thank you for the super chat. I'm giving you hearts. Love you. Hey, Danny. Yeah, they stayed in the tent, I'd be saying. So where was the picture taken? I wonder, I mean, where they were, when were they at a hotel? I'll swear I thought that was Shanann's bathroom. Herbie says, love you. Thank you for the super chat, Herbie. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Ash just, okay, I got it. I got it. So when they went to the sand dunes, they must have spent one night out camping, right? And then they got a hotel. She had a free hotel room. Okay. Thank you, Ash, so much. I paused the stupid video on the phone again. Oh, yeah, JoJo. I was even telling my hubby about Marianne's video about the orcas. That is the best video. No offense anymore. That's the best video I've seen on YouTube in a while. You know, like a documentary thing. Uh-oh. Remy, I'm trying to... Remy, did you put... I can't see if she put anything. Hey, Remy, thank you for the super chat. I was trying to see if you had a message there. I'm on this stupid phone. I love you, Remy. Thank you. Oh, she had a free stay at the hotel. Oh, okay, Pugs and Ash. Thank y'all so much. Like I said before, I got into this Watts case, and then after a while of it, after, you know, just about after he got convicted or right before, I just kind of got out of it. And then I started talking about it when the new confession came out. So a lot of things I'm confused about. That's why I like coming on here, because y'all tell me things. Y'all give me y'all's opinions and correct me. I love it. Leslie, I heard she got pregnant by Chris Watts. That was a rumor. I don't know. I heard that's why they changed her name and stuff, but she had a baby like in February, a boy. Oh, Karen, the news is that there is an online petition started because people don't want Chris Watts to have his family's photos in his prison cell. They think that it is wrong because he murdered them all. What do you think about it, Karen? I don't know what to think about it, because on one hand, you know, he should have them plastered all over the wall, and he should also have to listen to Bella singing that song. He should have to watch that video when she sings "My Daddy Is My Hero." But the pictures don't seem to bother him. You know, he seems to like having the pictures in there. So, I don't know. I'm just going to sit and think about this tonight, and I'll let y'all know tomorrow. I don't know what to think about it. If the pictures bothered him, you know, that would be one thing. But they don't. I don't know how I feel about him having them in there. I do think it's kind of weird considering he murdered them, you know, of course. That's what I heard, that she had a baby boy, but I don't know. You know, that's just a rumor. That's just a rumor. I think that if she had really had a baby, that somebody would have told it already, you know, leaked it. People make up a lot of stuff. That's what I'm saying, Ash. Yeah, but I was told that by someone that knows a lot about true crime and stuff like that. But they did tell me that is just a rumor. That was a rumor that was floating around in the law enforcement community. That's what I was told. Ash, that relationship, even if he had have just left Shanann and divorced her, left the kids, that relationship would not have lasted. For one reason, because of her. She wasn't interested in having a serious relationship. Chris Watts was a challenge to her. See if she could break up a family. And, you know, rebound relationships don't work. That wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have lasted long. I can't believe he murdered his whole family for someone he barely knew. I mean, I can't believe, you know, murdered them regardless of who he knew. I can't believe he did that. That's what I think too, Ash. It was a challenge for her. Yep, Mary, once a cheater, always a cheater. They got this saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. My mom has always told me that. Always. Well, ladies, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to eat some supper. My hubby's bringing me something in from the Italian restaurant out here in town. I just wanted to hop on and give y'all that update and see what y'all had to say about it. I enjoy talking to each and every one of you and getting your opinions and your thoughts and your views. And thank you, everybody, for the super chat. And Water Ski Mom, I don't know if I saw your super chat this morning, if you're watching this, because I was ending my video and I've been having trouble with my memory, but I'm trying to get back to normal. But if I didn't say anything, I didn't see it till I went back and was looking through my chat. I love you, Water Ski Mom, and I'm sorry. But anyways, thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I may come back on tonight and I may not. It's just according to if I'm tired or not. My dog tripped me in the yard and hurt my knee yesterday. I got tangled up in her little cable. There's Banana Bicycle Seat. She's, oh, darn, I missed it. Oh, I'm sorry. But anyways, bye, guys. Have a blessed evening or day, depending on where you are. Bye, Herbie and everybody. Love y'all. Thank y'all again for the super chat.